I decided that since the weekend, I was not able to keep the notes, and I started streaming the notes that, for those that don't know, I'm doing the Goto Challenge, 49 days to change myself so I can change my world. And I'm going back through some of the material. And today I am on, I can't remember the day, but the lesson for the day is broke. Broke. And I got my notes in my handy dandy Goto Challenge course book. If you in the process, you got one. If not, go and get it at the process. Just go to freegnj.ecourse.com. You get a free 7-day sample. And I'm promising you're going to find some changes. This course is not for those who want to get rich quick, those that want to get rich without doing work, those that want to get, miraculously depend on luck and shit like that. This is not for you if that's who you are. But today the lesson was on broke and brokenness. And in it, I reminded myself of a story of when I went to Ghana with a real good friend. He came to Ghana with me because I had asked him, and we had a conversation where he described being broke. And the conversation got real dark. Now, that's in the course, but what's not in the course was what brought the conversation up. What brought the conversation up was that me and him, we was looking around Ghana, and we was looking at what we could do, and we kept running into the issue of finances. Now, his career field was a lot more lucrative than mine. I helped people. He helped cure people at that point in time. He was in the medical field, and he was doing radiology, so he made much more than me. And we kept running into the issue that we couldn't immediately start investing in Ghana. So me and him start talking, and for him, the conversation got super deep, and I was like, damn. But he started talking about being broke, and he was talking about how he was never going back to being broke again, and how he had noticed that people over in Ghana with absolutely no money, right, were hustling. We had kids that we would see early in the morning that would be selling peanuts and gum so that they could make sure that they got their dues or their payment for school so that they could keep their place. We saw people who may have not had no place to sleep, but they was up hustling. We seen people who may have had one room houses, but they owned a house and they was getting out, and it was take care of their shit like it was a mansion. And we were amazed. And he said that he felt that he wasn't working hard enough, right? But then he started describing broke, and I want us to get away from this. He started describing broke as not having money. And the lesson in this day is that brokenness is not a lack of money, because many of us lack money. Being broke is a state, right, where individual, in a sense, suffers a deep despair, right, a hopelessness, right? Not saying that's where my friend was, but he equated everything to money. And the lesson that's coming out of this day is that it's not all about the money, right? Because we know people who have money that's broke. We know people who had all the fancy furniture and cars that are broke, right? Broke is a state. In Gye-Nyame, we talk about the 5 parts of being. 5 parts of being intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. And there's people that are broke in some of those areas. Multiple, maybe just one, but it only takes one. But the lesson today that I picked up was that being broke, right? Being broke in this process has to happen because it's in the broke state, right? Once we start going through the process, that we are able to see the holes in our armor, And we could repair those holes. And we could restore ourselves and be able to move beyond the limits that we had set for ourselves prior to. I'm going to end it there because I don't want to keep these over 5 minutes. But yo, this is Brother Tim, and I am out.